Good morning, welcome or welcome back to my channel where I'm in the middle of trying to do some daily vlogs at the moment. So today is Thursday and what's that? How many more? Oh, what size are these ones? Oh, they're medium as well. Let's put them up here. I hate when you just got this much left of a box. I just want to get rid of the whole box then. Okay, I'm just restocking here at the moment. It is Thursday. Basically, today, I like Thursdays. I like Tuesdays and Thursdays, actually. It's a different vibe in here on a Tuesday and Thursday normally. Okay, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have to get my orders out because I have to post every 2 days, like I have to. Yesterday, I did a pack video. I think there was 44 items in the pack video. Today, already, I think when I came in this morning, there's 31 items that are waiting to pick and pack. So not 31 orders because some of them are multi-orders, but 31 items already to pick and pack since yesterday's video. Let me keep working. What's happening is I have increased my listing over the last few weeks. Since the start of this year, it was one of my goals to work on my consistency with listing again on eBay. I set myself a goal of listing 420 items a week, which equates to about 60 items a day. Now, personally, I prefer the week goal because just some days life happens. I'm not one of these people who really has a draft bank. I've tried the draft bank in the past and it tends to, I don't know. I think it's something to do with the ADHD. I struggle to put things in the draft and not list them immediately for sale. For me, I understand the draft bank. It gives you that level of consistency on the days where you can't list. But there's also part of me that's like, I just want to get it listed so that somebody can buy it. What's the point in it sitting in like a draft bank? But I do understand the point of the draft bank, and I do 100% think that eBay is better and the algorithm is better and you get more impressions and you get more sales when you're listing consistently. So I do think that if you can list consistently every single day, I do think that's better. But I personally am working towards a week goal. So it's the same amount, like 60 a day is 420 a week. So I'm just trying to make sure I've got that 420 in my week. And if one day I do 40 and one day I do 80, or if one day I do none and one day I do 120, because that's what the time gives me on those days, then that's how I'm going to roll. And I know that's not how everybody likes to roll, but that's how I'm going to roll. I'm not the same as everyone else. I think the thing is, with this business, it's important to do what works for you, because when you just try to mimic somebody else, sometimes it doesn't always work. If you don't have that same kind of personality, or your days don't look the same. Like, I got a 2-hour commute out here every single day, an hour here, an hour back. I've got my daughter at home. Like, I've got other things that I'm busy with that other people might not have that. Like losing a couple of hours a day for a commute, that's 2 hours of work, I've been listing consistently and since January, and there has been days where I've done no listings, but I've managed to catch up so that I've still hit that weekly quota. Yesterday I did 57 listings. I almost hit my 60, but I was out of photos. So that's all I had. I had to finish at 57. But because I'm doing all these listings, this is the moral to my long waffle. Because I'm doing all these extra listings, the sales are going up. It's now noticing 3 weeks into the year. Now I'm starting, okay, this is so far this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday have all been strong days. Yesterday was my highest sales day of the year. So previously, I think the highest day was on the 2nd of January, and it was about $885, I think, on the 2nd of January. And then I've had quite a few days close to hitting that, but it didn't. But yesterday I went to $955, so just shy of my $1,000 day, which is kind of the goal, to get every single day around those $1,000 marks. But anyway, I'm really happy with that. I'm stoked. Great sales yesterday, and it's just rising. I can see it now, just coming up, that consistency of listing that 60, and I'm starting to get some bundles into the store as well, which is increasing. the higher price sales by putting some of these bundles in. When I woke up this morning and I saw that I'd had record day, because what I'm doing is I'm tracking. I've got like a book next to me at my computer, and I'm tracking every day. Like, it's made a big difference actually this year, tracking daily, like all my sales, how many I'm selling every day, what my average sale price is, keeping tabs of what my highest sales day was and what the most amount of orders I sold in one day. Like, I'm keeping like a separate record of those to like celebrate my PBs, personal best. Because I think last year I didn't like celebrate the wins enough. I think it's good practice to be celebrating our wins. And like, if you ask me what my highest sales day was last year, I can't remember. I knew it when it happened. I can't remember what it I think it was around 1,500 or something, but I can't remember the exact number, and I don't have it written down anywhere. To go and find that, I'd have to like look through every single day pretty much to have a look on eBay. So this year I'm keeping the records and I'm going to celebrate the wins. So high five, guys, today for record day of the month yesterday. Let's see how long it just took about 19 days to beat the last one. Let's see how long I can take before I beat this one. Now, I've just got a haul here that I need to bring in. It's not a huge haul. It's maybe like 100 books. And a few of them are the same. I was able to pick up all these books that were exactly the same. They all look like they're brand new, so I'll have to have a look at those. I think they're on like herbs or something. Actually, I might just wheel this in because these are heavy. I'll just put the basket on because I've got some of these smaller books and I just don't have to stress about them. Oh, wow, I've sold this book before and it was signed. I wonder if this one is signed. Nope, sadly, it's not. Oh, now I don't have big books. Now I've got the rest are big. Anyway, the basket sometimes helps. Ooh, I want that one for myself, I think. Let me have a look. Ugh. Yeah. Let's come back for another load. Oh, it's sunny in here. Oh, I don't think I showed you what happened to my car the other day. I'll have to show you. I might have to come back for a fourth load. It's bigger than I thought. Got a few kids' books here. Done. Now, guys, check out my car. Now, I don't know if you can see the little dings here. Can you see them here? It's a bit hard to see. Look at all the dings in my car. So what happened was the other day, I got caught in a storm coming home from the warehouse and I had to pull to the side of the road because it started hailing and the hail just bucketed down. I hope you can see this with the reflection, but my whole bonnet is just filled with hail dings. The whole roof, oh, it's really hard to see on here, but literally the whole roof is filled all along here. I don't know if you can see the dings everywhere. Just dings absolutely everywhere all the way along. I think every single panel has got dings on it, although the sides of the car obviously didn't get hit as much. There's another big one. All down here. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it was frightening. So the hailstorm was only a few days ago. Oh my God, it was so loud. Like I sent Tom a message saying I've had to pull to the side of the road. I'm in a hailstorm. He called me. I couldn't even hardly hear him talking. It was pelting down. It just sounded like bullets coming at my car. The balls were like the size of a golf ball. I've got a photo here of like how big they were. But it was crazy. I just had to sit on the side of the road probably for like 15 minutes until the hailstorm passed and everybody was pulled over, and then it finished and you just saw everybody's just getting out of their car going, what? What the heck? I was probably about halfway from here to home. Like when I'd left Goulburn, there was no storm. It was a little bit cloudy that day, and like it just started with a little bit of pitter patter of rain as I was driving home, and then bam, it was just like I could tell it was hail because it was just little, but it just kept getting bigger and bigger, and it's bouncing off the windscreen, and it was absolutely insane. So I don't know now. I don't know if they're actually going to ride that car off because it's just too much damage, and there's nothing wrong with my actual car to drive it, but I don't know if they're going to ride it off because it's on every single panel, and I don't know if it would be too costly to do that. So I got to deal with the insurance company and everything to find that out. But it's actually interesting because that day when Tom and I had gone for lunch, I'd been talking to him about getting a new van, and I was saying to him, I'm picking up a lot of hauls. I really feel like it's probably time for me to get an actual van. I think it would be more practical for me because I get these big hauls all the time, like weekly. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like, should I be getting the van? And I was talking to him on lunch break about going into the car dealership and asking about a trade-in to swap for a van. And the 2 days prior to that, I'd been reading a new book that was called 21 Days to Wealth or something, and it was a new book by Rhonda Byrne that wrote The Secret, so it's kind of like on manifestation. And I'd only been reading that the few days prior, and one of the tasks in that book was write down like 20 things on a list that if you had no issues with money, like you had as much money in the world as you want, write down 20 things on this list that you would want if you had all the money. Like it was kind of like creating a vision board. And one of the things I wrote down was that I wanted a van for the business. And honestly, I got out of that hailstorm and I said to Tom, oh, they might ride this car off. Like it's absolutely stuffed. And he said to me, he goes, that's so weird. He goes, maybe you really were manifesting your van, and maybe now your van's going to come true. So I don't know, guys. Maybe now, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel a little bit, I don't know. It's just it's just a pain. If they write it off, I know that if you take it in and they say, no, it's a write-off, you can't even go away with your car, and then you're left carless until you have to get another car. So the whole thing just is, I'm not ready, or maybe I was ready for it. Maybe the universe is actually telling me, you're ready for a van. Here comes the van. So those books that I just bought in are 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. And then there's some kids' books and some 50 Shades of Grey behind there. These 2 stacks at the end, they're already sitting here. They're like books waiting to photograph. But yeah, these ones are interesting here. You can see these are all exactly the same book. This one is called The Essential Life, and it's the 5th edition. And this one is Modern Essentials, the complete guide to therapeutic use of essential oils. And that one is the 11th edition. So I haven't looked into these to see who's made them or what the publisher is or anything like this. But I do find that the books on essential oils don't go too badly. So The Essential Life, your trusted resource for therapeutic and everyday essential oil life. So I took a bit of I didn't comp them or anything, but because they're all brand new, they're all in the exact same condition. They're not like these other books where you get them in and every single book, you might have the same book, but they're all in slightly different condition, or one might have handwriting or pen inside it because somebody's inscribed it. Most of the time when I'm buying the other secondhand books, a lot of them, they're in slightly different condition, like they're worn a little bit differently. But these ones here, exactly the same. They're all brand new. These have just been donated by I don't know who. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to get those because I can just simply do one listing and then just repeatedly sell them. Anyway, I'll be interested to look them up and see if there's any online and what they're comping for. Yeah, I feel like I might want to keep this one. I kind of feel like it goes with my manifestation lately. Talking about my dream Hamptons house, decorating with blue and white. Obviously, like Hampton houses are, a lot of them are blue and white. And yeah, I feel like this is almost like, I don't know, lately I've been doing like some manifesting and looking at the vision boards and thinking about what I want and thinking about, well, if you want these things, you're not going to get them unless you do something different. So what are you going to do different this year to be able to like increase your wealth? And it's okay to want more, but like you can't just want more and do the same thing. What are you going to do that's different? So I've been thinking about that lately, and I kind of feel like this goes with my vision board. So I think I might keep that one. And there was another one here that I thought about keeping. Now, I've got the first book in this series at home, but I haven't read the series and I want to. But it's from the Fourth Wing. So this is Iron Flame. I'm pretty sure this is from the Fourth Wing. Yeah, Fourth Wing. So I've been wanting to read that fantasy series, and I've bought the first one that's called The Fourth Wing, and I don't have the second one. So there's a few books in the series. So I think I might keep that one for myself, because once I finish reading True Blood, I think I might start this series. So yeah, that was a good find. It actually looks new. It's nice. This one's a bundle, so I might pull it out. There's so many books that I would like to read. And like the benefits of being a bookseller is you can kind of sometimes take a book to the side, read it, and then bring it back to resell. Because it's, you know, that's just how it is. You can read it before you resell them, so that's perfect. I bought this book called Menopause, but it's like, I didn't look at it enough. It seems to be like a comical humour book on menopause. So I don't know, that could be kind of funny, I guess. And this one, I think it's a bundle. Nurturing Young Minds, Growing Happy, Healthy Young Minds, both by Dr. Ramesh Manocha. Expert advice on the mental health and well-being on young people. And this one says mental well-being in the digital age. So I'll put those on the bundle table. This is where it sometimes becomes a problem. I bring in a new haul, I put it here, I sorted and organised it into the piles. So this one I had it all organised into like size piles, so like the smaller books, because these will go on the shelf where I am still horizontally packing and putting more books on a shelf. And the bigger books are going to go onto different shelves. So I put them all here into like piles, and then these become okay, let's get them photographed. But I've got all these other ones around here still waiting to be photographed as well. And they are in piles where I know what's going on. And I've got all the bundles sitting here waiting to be photographed as well. But when I bring in like a lot like this came in yesterday, this came in today. Sometimes it's easier for me to just go, because these are my packing benches and I like to keep them as clear as I can, as often as I can, because I have to pack the orders up. It's easier for me sometimes just to go, right, take this over, photograph it. But that's where my problem comes unstuck, because a lot of this is bread and butter. Like there's a Jamie Oliver here, like $16.99. Like there's a lot of bread and butter here, but I tend to just like get it out of the way and move it over there. So lately I have been trying to take some more bundles, but they are more time consuming for me. But like yesterday when I listed, I maybe did about 20 bundles and then nearly 40 individual books. So that was good. I think at the moment it's a matter of trying to get that balance of what's coming in, get it listed straight away. This other stuff is being processed, but the stuff doesn't stop coming. The way that I source, it just doesn't stop coming. And it's like always in loads like this. It's never like just come in with like this many books. Oh, I just bought this many books. It's come in like this, because the way that I work, when you buy more, you get things cheaper. Now, I'm not going to pick all the orders today, but I am going to pick a few of them. Because of the amount of orders that are coming in daily at the moment, it'll be a big packing session if I don't do any again tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pack these multi-orders up, I think. Some of the bigger orders that like need a little bit more wrapping and a bit more time consuming. So then tomorrow when I do a pick and pack and it's a bigger pick and pack, the books will be like the smaller, quicker, easier, faster ones, whereas these multi-orders are the ones that kind of slow it down a little bit. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just picking these, and then I'll probably start working on those photos. 3 of these books are just listed in January this month, and one of them's from November. So pretty fast sales, these ones. Woohoo! Look what we sold! Another bundle of piano rolls. These are stacked high, and I probably should grab a ladder, but I'm lifting with my strong arm, the left arm, which makes me uncoordinated. Woohoo! We sold another bundle of these piano rolls, these random piano rolls. This is bundle number 2 in 2 days. These ones have sold again for $39.99. I listed them all for $39.99. Woohoo! And this one's gone out to a viewer, actually. Hi, let me just say what it says. Hi, Mel. Watch you on YouTube. My hubby collects old memorabilia, and these pianola, how do you say that? Pianola rolls. They go into a self-playing piano. You press the pedal down before the pianola, and the roll feeds through, and the holes push the air through and tell the piano what to play. They play music all on its own. I can remember pressing the pedal and watching it play these elaborate tunes. Love that you are posting every day. Keep it up. So that is from Louise. Louise, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I honestly didn't think that any viewers would buy piano rolls. I really, being a bookstore or books, I really didn't think any viewers would buy the piano rolls. And the first one that sold yesterday, they didn't say whether or not they were a viewer or not, so I've got no idea. But bundle number 2 of the piano rolls, tick. The Host of Hauntings. This was a great book. This one sold for really good money. I think this one actually came from another viewer as well. Thank you, Mel. I watch your YouTube channel, and I love that there is a new video every day. I'll have to look when I do the label who this order for, and I'll show you what this is, because this book is worth a lot of money. So where are we? EBJ. None down here. Evil Intent. This is one of those shelves that I haven't actually fixed up yet and turned the books the right way. It's an older shelf, that one. Older listings on that one. What does it say? October 2024. B15 and E9. Let's go. I need to get my water out of the car as well. I'm not drinking enough water. I bought a slab of water yesterday to bring in here, and I forgot it. I should have got it when I went out to the car just before, but I got distracted in telling you guys about my hail disaster. And B15. B15, what are we looking? Quick and easy air fryer. Tom's calling. Hi. Hi.
Hi, Dave. How you going?
Good, how are you?
All good. You coming for a drive?
You need a coffee, do you?
Yes.
You've been up since early doing the gym.
Yes.
Okay, I can come for a coffee.
All right, I'll be there in a second. Bye.
Bye. Tom's been getting up at 20 to 5 every morning and going to the gym at 5 a.m. And then as soon as he finishes the gym, he comes in here. He gets to about 9 o'clock. What's the time? It is 9:26. It gets to about 9 o'clock and he's like, I need a coffee. I guess there's a little bit of a distraction here for me, but I mean, I do like being distracted. And I got a long day, a late night again tonight, so I definitely think another coffee will go down nicely. Look at you. See the camera now, you put on a cheesy smile, and I know that you feel so tired and just want coffee. Okay, B3. These ones have all just been listed in January as well. 2 on this shelf, I think. Yep. Italian and baking. And now we've got B14. So I got my coffee, but it's too hot. I haven't started drinking it yet. Where did I say I was going? B14. Oh my goodness, I was already on B. I just had to go to a different shelf. Ugh. B14. I was on B3 and I just needed to be on B14. Hello?
Hey, babe, did you want to come up here for like 10? You know those books I showed you in the packing area the other day? We're about to clear through that bench, and there's going to be a whole bunch of books you might want to have a look at just to go, yeah, I want them, no, I don't.
Righto, well, I can look through them anyway and see if they're ones that I want.
Righto, I'll see you in a minute.
Bye.
Bye.
Can you see who's the biggest distraction in my business? Should I get this one? H5 347, maybe. Maybe. The more I can do today, the better. H5 347. No, I think that's on this one. So that one says it's on H5. And this is G10. But originally, this was shelf H. So shelf H5 now would be this one. But originally, before I moved, that was shelf H5. So these are old listings. What have they been done for? 2022. Some Fishing Australia magazines. Okay, so this first one is from Amanda. She's paid $71.98. Thank you, Amanda. I know you order from me all the time and I'm very, very grateful. We've got Baghdad Geeter as it is. Medical Medium. I love this book. New Covent Gardens Soup Company's Soup and Beyond. Yum. Someone's making some soup. And Polymer Clay Art. So that's quite a different one. So yeah, 3 of these books have been listed in January. One of them was listed in November. And thank you card for Amanda. Okay. Now let's get Louise's piano rolls off. Thank you for Louise. I'll put them in today's post just because they're in one of these large mailers. I do find the large mailers, these are the ones that kind of most get me out of flow or take a bit longer just because I do have to like sticky tape them all up. I never want like anything to roll around or anything. I'm so excited, these piano rolls. Who knew? Maybe I will have to look out for more piano rolls in the future if they sell really well. Now these next books have sold for $38 on a coupon. So these are going out to Lisa. Frame by Frame Baking, Frame by Frame Italian, and Frame by Frame Quick and Easy. So three cookbooks, all in the same series, obviously. 2 of them have got a dust cover, 1 of them doesn't. And happy cooking. I don't know if Lisa watches me, but I just wrote her a little thank you at the same time with the multi-order. Okay, where's those fishing magazines? Yeah, I went through the store the other day and I did like quite a lot of price reductions on some of the really old listings. It's been there since 2022. And I'm pretty sure these fishing magazines were part of that. So the problem, I mean, they've sold since doing that. The problem might have just been simply they were overpriced to start with, which sometimes happens. What's this one? 0169. This one is sold for $35.20. It is a bundle of assorted pan fiction. So they're only small fiction, vintage pan novels. There's no other rhyme or reason to those except they're all pan books. Like I just sometimes get those little books in and I just bundle them up as a lot, random lot. They're not books that I'm like actively out there searching for or on my real want list, but sometimes they come to me in hauls for free and I just bundle them up into mixed lots. It's like there's nothing fancy about them. That's just what I do. Okay, now these are a bunch of cookbooks. These have sold for $32.39. There is 9 cookbooks in the bundle, and it says they are all meat-based. So pork, lamb, beef, mince. So they've been listed a while, I think January 24. Now this order is great. This has come from Kylie, who is a viewer. Thank you so much, Kylie. Honestly, I'm so very grateful. This book here, she actually sent me an offer off and I accepted. I think the offer for this book alone was $120. So this one is called A Host of Hauntings, a shuddersome book of ghosts and ghostly adventures by Peter Underwood. So that is a creepy book, and books that are around ghosts or horror, or they can be even horror fiction. It can be quite lucrative, same as even on DVDs and stuff, horror DVDs. They can be worth quite a lot of money. So the horror themed stuff does well, but this is true stuff. So that'll be creepy, and you're a braver woman than me because I'd be too nervous to read that. We've also got this one called Evil Intent, 6 Tales of True Crime. We've got a quick and easy air fryer cookbook. Now this is more my style. You can have your evil, creepy, true crime. I'm not into that kind of stuff. It makes me shudder. I don't want to know about it. 1801 home remedies. Trustworthy treatments for everyday health problems from doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and real-life experts by you. Let's have a look how much you paid altogether for this. $159.98. And Kylie, I was, just so you know, I was jumping up and down. I even said to my daughter, woohoo, look at this book that just sold for $120. So you will know that your sale made my night last night when it came through and I saw that, and I was very excited. It is very exciting when you sell a book that is of higher price, and I'm grateful for every single sale. I truly am. But those ones that come through at a higher price, you're just yes, this is what it's all about. So thank you very much. You made my night.
We've got some books behind this stuff on this bench that we need you to look at to see if you want them or not.
So you're going to do the heavy lifting, and Sharon and I can watch.
That's what Dave said. Sharon, do you want to grab one of those red?
That's awkward, this thing, don't you think?
Yeah, that's okay. Right. Now, if you want to pass those to Shaz.
So are you going to pick through this first?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. So, these Babysitter Club books, how badly do you want these?
I'll take them if you don't want them, but I don't need them. I was just going to comp the BirdLife magazines
were you? Okay.
to see whether or not I wanted them. But if they're yours, it doesn't really matter anyway.
What do they comp up as?
BirdLife, one word. I'm not seeing any sold. So I've filled my trolley up with the ones that I'll take, and your cart, I've just left it on the trolley that's out there, the ones that we can drop down to the charity shop later on this afternoon. Yeah. We've got a bundle here of old Babysitters Club that look like they're not in very good condition. But because we like Tom's free things that he gives us, piano rolls that sell for money. Guess what we're going to go do now? We're going to go back and photograph these and list them and see if we can sell them. Might shout for dinner tomorrow night if I do.
Done deal. Done deal.
Okay, what's he giving me here? This one looks in very how you going condition. Okay, let's just put these types here. And then these ones with the checkered, put them here. Babysitter Little Sister. Oh, are these Little Sister? They're Little Sister. Okay, so the check ones are Little Sister and the other ones are Babysitter's Club. Right, I see the difference now. These are... These must be like first editions almost, but they are not very nice condition. Now, when listing something like these would definitely only be listed as acceptable condition. Like, they're not falling apart. So the spines are all held together very well, but yeah, they're just kind of, they're tatty, they're well worn. That's the wording, wouldn't you say? Well worn. So you can see there, I would mark these as acceptable. They'll still be saleable. They'll still make some money. But yeah, let's get rid of this. Just put that there for the bin. Okay, so let's put these in order. 50s, 30s, 30s. Does that say 113? Oh my goodness, how many is there? 20, 20, 20, 60, super special 5 and 6. Right. Now, I don't love these books. They're not in the best of condition. Now, I'm not going to procrastinate on these. I honestly just want them gone as quickly as possible. These have been reprinted a million times. So somebody who wants like nice new ones will just get nice new ones. These ones, you know, are really for somebody who wants that first edition. I mean, look in there. I better check that it is even a first edition. But if I'm looking at this, I think it is. First Scholastic printing in 1988. I'll just move these. Normally I wouldn't move these, but just so you can see what I'm doing, right? I'm just going to take them. I'm not going to take an individual of each one. I'm going to take a lot of 6 there. For this one, like in this, I am going to take a picture just of the condition of them inside. I'll take that one that says first printing. I take a picture of the size text because I find with children's books it's important to do that because you need to know what level your child is at, and sometimes the text is bigger and sometimes the text is smaller. It's been a while since I've sold Babysitter's Club, so I'm not even going to attempt to make an estimate on price, especially due to the condition, and also not only the condition but there's a lot of books missing in this set, obviously. Like it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then like 14, 15, 16, 50, 50, 60. So there's a lot of books missing in between, which again makes it harder to sell. It's always easier to sell a bundle when they're in sequential order, and obviously when they're in better condition. And then what I do is I'm going to bundle this up. I'm probably going to bundle it into 3 stacks. I don't really care about the order at this stage. 1. So what I'll do with a big bundle like this is I bundle it into segments because then it's easier to wrap. So that'll go into that one. 0443. Take a photo of that. Go find a shelf to fit this on, or this one here might do, N11. Right? That bundle is now complete. No procrastinating on it. I don't know if these will sell. They might have been a waste of my time, but I do like to do my best to rehome as many books as I possibly can. This is a good book to sell. The Bush Food Handbook. I think that one will do well. I've never seen this one. The Renal Diet Cookbook. But I think that one will go all right. We've got one here called Crazy Water Pickled Lemons. Regular cookbooks. The Complete Guide to Weight Loss Surgery. This book used to sell for really quite a lot of money, but then last time I sold it, it did seem to drop in price a little bit, so I'm not really sure what that's going to comp in at. Oh, yum. Pete Evans Pizza. Oh, see this one? It's got a lot of like bookmarks in it. So let me just see. Sometimes I pull them out straight away. Sometimes when I'm in the photography process, if I pull a book onto the table and it's got these in here, then I'll normally stick them down here, and that means they need a little bit of those books on the shelf underneath, means that I've started photographing them and then either found like an error, like maybe it's been water damaged, or maybe there's like tabs like this, something in them that like revolves a little bit of extra time. And then so that I don't get out of flow while I'm taking the photos, I put the book down there and then deal with it later, and it becomes a bit of a project pile. But that one, because I haven't actually started photographing, I'll just clean it up instantly. Cheese, that one looks like a nice book. Some Thermomix, some kids' cakes, red hot chili pepper. I read something today on Facebook this morning. It said people in Mexico that eat chilies every day live a certain amount of time longer than people who don't eat chilies. And the older I get, the more I love chili. So I'm like, oh, I'll have to start eating more chilies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So these stacks behind me, 40 books. So those 40 I'm going to quickly photograph now. They will get listed this afternoon. Once these 40 are gone and I've got some room on my bench, I've got to get another 20 books, and then that'll be my 20. That'll take me up to the 60 for the day. And then once I've photographed once I've got another stack there of 20, I know that I'm done with my photos. I'm not going to take any more because I'm not going to have time to finish this video, list more than 60, and do a Zoom call tonight. Like that, my day will be done. So there's no point in me trying to even get more photos. I'll just get more when I'm out here tomorrow. Now, I'm also just going to clean my hands off after touching all those babysitter books. Now, tomorrow's Friday, so I've got to get up early. I've got a Zoom call that starts at my 8 a.m. Oh, so that's a bit of a bummer. If I had some extra listings, I could list before the Zoom call and then knock that out. If I've got time, I'm going to photograph an extra 60, which would mean 120. So I can get tonight's done and tomorrow's morning done before my Zoom. Because then when I come out here tomorrow about lunchtime, so I'll come here, pack my orders tomorrow, and then about lunchtime, Tom and I are actually going into Sydney to pick up a pallet of something. I'm not sure, and we're going to stop at a couple of charity shops along the way. So I'm going to film that for you tomorrow. It's a big week. It's a big week. Okay, I'm off. See ya. Bye.